You're listening to Stories to Create with your host, Cornell Bunting. Author, motivational speaker, and founder of EHAS Each Episode. Cornell sits down with inspiring voices to uncover the stories that shape who we are and who we're becoming. Get ready to listen, learn, and be inspired. The show starts now.
Yes. As you heard, my name's Cornell Bunting. Welcome to another episode of the Stories to Create podcast right here at EHAS CLUB. And listen, guys, I'm telling you, especially you guys out there in London, you guys going to be excited, man. Oh, my goodness. You have no idea who's in the studio, right? You know what? When I said this, you guys might know who I have in the studio right now because you guys have heard her voice before, you know. And listen, we started out with Puerto Rican Juicy. Puerto Rican Juicy is here, guys. Oh, my goodness. I'm excited. You guys have no idea. We're going to chop it up. We're going to go back.
That name was supposed to be retired officially. I don't appreciate you taking that out the vault. That wasn't supposed to happen.
We pull it out the vault, people.
Yeah.
But for all you guys that are like, okay, what is her other name? Marissa Gonzalez. Did I say it right?
Oh my God, you give the whole government, okay? Yeah, I mean.
We gotta put the government out there, you know, because she's official like that, people. She's doing things out there in the community. It's amazing.
Thanks.
So, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Happy to be here. It's taking me back memories. Wow.
Oh, listen. We're going to go back because normally what we do with our listeners, we take them back.
Okay.
So what you got to do to our listeners today, we're going to create a story having this conversation.
Okay.
So we want you to take us back, you know, age 5, 6.
Oh my God, I don't even know that I remember that far back. Your girl got bad memory. We're going to try. Be patient with me if we don't get it all.
Think back on school.
Okay.
Where did you grow up? Where was that?
So I grew up in Paterson, New Jersey. That I know.
Okay.
Yeah, I grew up in Paterson, New Jersey. Started out at school 21. Then I got moved to school 27. Then I got into too many fights, and my mom put me in Catholic school. I know. Your girl was defending herself, okay? Don't put your hands on people unless you have to defend yourself. I was defending myself.
You did?
I did,
so
yes.
You put some hands on some people.
Yeah. That's not proud to say, but yeah, I did. I mean, we don't have to grow from something, right? So
Yes.
I'm happy to say I haven't put my hands on nobody since I've lived in Florida.
Okay, there you go.
Almost 20 years. That's a big accomplishment.
Yeah, that's huge.
Yeah.
That is huge.
I've grown.
Wow. So
I've learned not to care what people say.
Ooh, that's it right. You hear that, guys? Don't think about what they say. Ooh, she just... That was good. So your parents,
yes.
What was growing up like with your parents?
Normal, I guess. I grew up with 2 brothers. I mean, I was always outside playing. I was hanging out at friends' house, playing double dutch, watching the boys play, football in the street. I feel like I had a fairly normal childhood.
Okay. That's good.
Yeah. So nothing crazy. My parents, didn't pop off. We saw love and respect in the household. So,
that's good.
Yeah.
That is good. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
So 2 boys and 1 girl.
Yes. Technically 3 boys. The oldest, who I never got to meet, actually passed away around the age of 7 from leukemia.
Okay. But they were bigger brothers.
Yes, all big brothers.
Wow.
All big brothers. The only girl and the youngest. Some will say I'm spoiled. I say I am blessed.
So she was spoiled, people.
I mean, it depends on your definition. I call it blessed.
Was pink your color?
And you know what is so funny? No, it was not. I hated the color pink. And it wasn't until, we're going back, right? Back in the day when 50 Cent and the Hot Boys and all them was around, they had the velour suits that were super popular.
Right.
I wanted a red velour suit.
Get out of here.
You know what color my mother bought me?
Yeah.
Pink. It was the first time in my life I wore pink, and I was so mad, and I didn't want to, but I wanted a velour suit so bad.
Ooh, so you had to rock out with that one.
I had to rock out with the pink.
Oh, my goodness. You had to embrace the female in you.
I guess. I mean, but what is female. Like, why does the color have to define your feminism?
You know, they always say little girls love pink.
Yeah, I wasn't your normal little girl.
No.
I grew up with brothers.
Yeah.
I mean, the closest you got to me being girly outside of having crushes on boys was me playing double dutch and me doing my nails.
Wow.
Really? Yeah, because, like, even with, like, hair and stuff, like, nah, nails was my thing. Don't look. I don't have them done. I'm going after this.
How old were you when you had your first crush?
Ooh. Probably, like, the 6th grade, maybe.
Oh, look at you.
I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who did the approach? Don't tell me you approached him.
I don't know.
I
don't know that anything ever happened with that crush. Because you just taught crush, right? Just crush was like 5th or 6th grade.
So no conversation ever happened?
I don't think so.
You know, normally when you like someone you like, you go up to them and you like, I like you.
I told you, your girl got bad memory. Not enough. No, it wasn't that important to remember. No.
It wasn't that important.
No. Now, my first, like, official real boyfriend, if you will, that I remember. I was in the 8th grade.
Okay.
He was a junior in high school.
Uh-oh.
He was a little bit older.
Uh-oh.
He ran track. No, he didn't. He was on the wrestling team.
What?
I don't even remember how did he and I meet?
You weren't the one who was wrestling games?
I don't think so, no. He was hanging out with a guy. He was hanging out with a neighbor who was close with my brother. And he was supposed to come over to see me, but he came over to hang out with my brother so that we could see each other because I wasn't supposed to date. So, yeah, it was one of those things. Yeah.
He got it. You gave him the memo, and he rolled with it.
Yes.
So he was a smart dude.
I hope so.
There you go.
4
it's
years
like
older than me
almost.
almost.
4.
I mean, I'm 8th grade. He's a junior. So, yeah around there somewhere.
There you go. Like, you come play with my brother, but really you come to play with me.
I mean, we didn't even get to play. No.
No,
we just looked at each other. It's like, oh, you're so pretty.
I just get to see.
Yeah, I just get to see your pretty face. Because he was pretty. He had some nice eyelashes. He had pretty lips.
Okay.
It was like that milk chocolate. Kind of, a little bit darker than me, a little bit lighter than you. He was,
doing it.
He had it going on. Yeah.
There you go. Okay. So now you're done with elementary, middle. You're in high school. What was high school life like?
So my first year of high school was actually in New Jersey. Okay. And everybody was like, your freshman year is going to be terrible. Yeah. I loved my freshman year. My freshman year was popping. I had so much fun. I knew people. Nobody bothered me. Like, freshman year was cool. Yeah. And then we moved to Florida. Oh, okay. And I make the joke and I say I cried the whole car ride here.
You did?
Yeah, it's not a joke, really. I really did. I cried the whole car ride here. I was devastated. You pull a girl out of freshman year to move to who knows where that doesn't have sidewalks. Lehigh Acres isn't even on the map at this time. There were no buses. There were no corner stores. Like, total culture shock. Wow. I was used to being so independent in Jersey, and then I moved here, and it's like, I can't go where? Why? Yeah. Oh, because there's no sidewalks, and there's trees, and there's coyotes, and whatever else.
You might get eaten.
Alligators. I seen one down 82 before 82 was really a thing. I mean, yeah.
Wow. So you didn't really get to go out much when you moved there then?
Not really, no. I mean, once I got into like that junior, senior year, I kind of started going out a little bit more. Sophomore year was very much the teen dances that they had at the sheriff's department. Okay. I don't know if anybody remembers those.
The sheriff's department?
The sheriff's department. That tells you everything you need to know.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah. All the way governed?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. Yeah.
But you had fun though?
It was cool. Yeah. It was cool. You know, just getting to know people and stuff, so.
I like it. So what was that one thing that you like in high school that you felt like just kind of grabbed you and you like, you know what?
Chorus.
Really?
Yeah. I had been singing since before I could talk, probably.
It's amazing. Wow.
Yeah. So chorus was like my thing. It was the first thing I got. They were like going through classes. I'm like, just put me in chorus. I don't care about anything else.
Wow.
They threw me in drama. That didn't last long.
No,
I'm not big. I'm cool with the stage. I'm cool with a microphone, but I don't want to act in drama and cry. And
yeah.
I feel like I did enough of that in my normal life because I'm a Leo. Yeah. I'm a girl, Jersey, Puerto Rican. I just feel like I had enough of it that I'm like, nah, I'm cool.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. You know, I got to ask you because I met this girl that was from Puerto Rico that did not know Spanish.
Oh, yeah, that's not
Is that
uncommon.
real?
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to say I taught myself Spanish, but I had to put myself in positions to learn Spanish. It wasn't our first language in my household.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
So English really did get it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like my English is way better than my Spanish.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So your Spanish sound like a slang.
Yes. People know that I'm not born on the island. They know I'm like a New York-Rican, Jersey-Rican kind of girl. Yeah, 1000%. I mean, although I've upgraded, I got a compliment from a true Puerto Rican that my Spanish ain't that bad.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, okay, so you're doing things. Yes, I definitely have made sure. Yes, I got my Spanish card. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I like that. I like that. So, did you ever do college after high school?
I did 3.5 years. I decided to go to a private school.
Okay.
So that got super expensive, super quick. But I have my associate's degree in criminal justice with a specialization in youth development. Mm-hmm. And the only thing that was available was a corrections facility, and I didn't want to do that. So I ended up in medical for 10 years.
Why though? Why you didn't want to go see them?
I wanted to get them before they got to that point.
Okay.
Yeah, I wanted to see them before, I wanted to get to them to really guide and mentor before they got to that point.
Right. You didn't really care for the ones that were already lost.
No, not so much that I didn't care for the ones that were already lost. I felt like with where I was in my life, I wouldn't know what to do.
Right.
I mean, fresh out of college, I'm 21.
Yeah.
I got no kids.
Yeah.
I barely have life experience.
Right.
Y'all have been through some things if you're at this point in your life, and I didn't experience any of that.
Right.
So for me, it was like, how can I be of value to you in that situation when I don't understand your situation?
I see. I like
Whereas before you get there, right? Like we said, fighting, I've stolen before. Like I've done some of those things that lead up to that darker path, right? So I felt like that was where I would be able to have more opportunity to be able to mentor and encourage. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Wow. So college, you kind of went that way, but then what you wanted didn't work out. So you just kind of, what was that experience? I just took the first
job that they placed me with outside of college. Yeah. College helped with job placement, and your girl needed a job. She had student loan debt, and I'm like, okay.
You got to fix them.
So I ended up in Naples at a substance abuse treatment center.
What? Mm-hmm. How bad was it?
I mean, it wasn't too bad. I mean, it's sad to see, and it was an adult facility, so it wasn't like younger kids.
Okay.
But it was just maybe shocking to see like the process as far as like coming in, going through detox, graduating from the program, and then maybe a month or 2 months later coming back in. Like that was the hard part.
Wow.
Was seeing people graduate and then people having to come back because it didn't work out, or people passing away because they went back to their old lifestyle, their old life, their old friends and things like that. So that was hard. Yeah.
Did you ever see none of that when you was in Jersey?
I did. I mean, just in the area. So I grew up in Paterson, New Jersey, which is like the hood. So I've seen things growing up. I mean, in my family, we've had alcoholism, drug abuse. I had an uncle who broke in and stole from us. I had an uncle who pulled out a gun on me. Like, I've seen that kind of stuff. Yeah. Yeah.
Why?
Drugs and alcohol make you do crazy things.
Oh, man.
Mental health issues that our communities don't talk about.
Right.
So, yeah. At that age, you don't really know that's what it is. But...
Right. Was there one thing your uncle stole from the house that you really wanted? Like, did he ever take the TV that you watch a lot?
No, he actually just took, sadly enough, took stuff from my dad. Like the tool sets, like jewelry. Like, it's like any of my stuff. But, yeah.
You think your dad working too, huh? It's like they'll buy this.
I don't know what he was going to do with it. I don't know.
Oh, man. You got to get that bread up.
Something. I mean... I don't know if that was the type of hammer they refer to these days.
Yeah.
But...
Oh, my goodness. So did your siblings ever move to Florida with you or no?
Yes. So we moved to Florida after the middle child graduated high school. The older one stayed back, and then he eventually came to Florida, but he left a few years later, and he's back in Jersey.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. So you're the baby?
I'm the baby and the only girl.
Wow. Mm-hmm. He didn't like it down here. It's like, I got to go back to
the older one?
Yeah.
I don't know if he didn't like it. He ended up going back for a girl.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They got married.
Okay.
They've been divorced.
Oh.
He's remarried.
What?
Has kids now.
Move fast.
know about fast. It took
No.
some time between the divorce and the new wife. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I like the new one.
Okay.
I mean, she's not new. They've been together for a while now.
So
but
you auntie to how many kids?
Officially, like by blood,
Yeah.
3 children.
Okay.
Yep. So my oldest brother has 2 children. The middle brother has 1 child.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The middle one was the one that made me an auntie first. High school, actually.
Wow.
Senior year of high school, I was
high school.
Senior year of high school, I was an auntie.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
How was that for you?
That was pretty cool. Like, I was in the hospital during delivery. I made the mistake of peeping in when she was mid-push.
Oh, no. You saw all that.
I saw stuff. Yeah.
I'm like, oh, man, you were scarred.
I don't Just some things people shouldn't see. But it's a beautiful experience to be able to give birth. So.
Yes. So you did some babysitting.
Oh, yeah. Did some babysitting, a lot of babysitting.
Yeah.
Not for the ones in Jersey, because they've always lived in Jersey.
Right.
But for the one that's here, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
The kids that you end up, like, running with, and we'll come to more of that later in the show, but you ever had to sit down with any of those kids just to kind of help them understand that you can relate?
Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Every young person carries a story of hope, of struggle, of dreams waiting to rise. But in too many underserved communities, those stories go unheard.
At ease, Inc. Everyone has a story. We believe every voice deserves a chance. Through mentorship, empowering programs, and storytelling workshops, we help youth discover their purpose, strengthen their mindset, and build a future they can be proud of.
From classrooms in Jamaica to communities across Southwest Florida,
EHAS is changing lives,
one story at a time.
but we can't do it alone. Join us, become a mentor, volunteer, donate, help us fuel the next generation of leaders, creators, and change makers.
Visit EHAS.org today, because when you help a young person share their story, you help them change their world.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. For sure. I mean, I at one point, the Boys and Girls Club had a youth teen mentoring, kind of like a Boys and Girls mentoring program.
Right.
So I did something like that, and I had one girl who lived with her grandparents, and she was 11 at the time. I was like 20 or something, so a little bit older. And her mom was however many years older, and she was just like you kind of remind me of my mom, but you don't. Like, you're so much, like, you're involved and you're this and you want to take me places, and like, why doesn't my mom want to do that? So just kind of having some of those conversations.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, don't cry. It's okay.
How was the relationship like with your dad?
I was a daddy's girl growing up. Like, my godparents would tell me, like, we couldn't even travel with you because you would just always cry and be like, I want my dad.
Yeah.
So I was definitely a daddy's girl growing up. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, only girl, right? You gotta be.
This is true. And he was that dad. Huh?
Yeah.
You know, the girls be like, my dad's cool. He was one of those.
Yeah, I think so. From what I can remember.
Mom never got jealous?
I don't think so.
No.
Mm.
Like,
She was
what
probably happy
happened?
for the break.
Yeah. So you wasn't like a demanding little girl?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
My mom might differ, but I don't know. I don't think so.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, summer childhood is like a blur for me. I don't remember a lot, but I don't
Wow.
think so.
No temper tantrums?
I mean, probably. Oh, my mother will definitely bring up the one time that I wrote her a letter that I was running away. She'll definitely bring that up. Yeah.
What
She
you
still has
mean?
it. She still has this letter of me saying that I'm going to run away.
Why? What happened?
I don't know why I was angry.
And you made an executive
I wrote a
decision.
letter. Yes, I wrote a letter that I was going to run away.
Okay. Wow.
I don't think I ever did, clearly.
Right.
Yeah, she's still... I'm sure if I asked her mom, where's that letter? She's got it
She'll
somewhere.
just give it to her. You like, I'm going to warn them before I do. That's
I don't know
good,
what
though.
I thought it was going to change.
Yeah, what?
I don't know.
Wow.
I don't know. I don't know what I thought it was going to do, but...
Was there stuff that you wanted to do that they wouldn't allow you to do?
Probably. I mean, of course.
Yeah.
Every kid wants to do things and their parents tell them no.
Yeah.
Especially that, well, because I said so. Like, why? Because I said so.
Yeah.
So,
wow.
Because I said so never worked for me.
It never did, huh?
No.
So
I
if
always
you
wanted,
mom
like,
had...
explanations and stuff.
Oh, wow. So if the fire was happening and you wanted to put your hand in there, mom said no, you still wanted to know why?
Probably. I was probably that kid.
Yeah?
I was probably that kid, yeah.
Oh, my goodness. So when you were at this home that you were working, you really didn't want to be there, or because of the cases, you kind of wanted to stay there?
The treatment center?
Yeah.
So it was a traditional, like, it was an inpatient facility, and I just worked like 12 hours a day, and then I went home and kind of did my thing. So it wasn't like I had to stay there.
Right.
But as far as employment wise, no, I don't know how long I would have been there. I won't say I would have been there till today.
Right.
But I would have definitely been there longer than when I actually left.
Right.
But I ended up I switched from full-time to PRN status, which was like an as-needed basis with them.
Okay.
Because I took a job closer to home.
Ah.
And then that job was like, well, this is kind of a conflict of interest. You need to pick between the two.
You got to pick.
And I got tired of, I lived in Lehigh at the time, so I was waking up by 5, out the door by 6, at work by 7, between working and then shift change till 7:30, getting home by like 8:30 to get myself ready for bed and do it all over the next day. And I was early 20s. I was like, no. It's
too much.
Yeah,
You're going to get burned out.
Yeah. So I got pushed into the decision, if you will. Because I think I would have done it for much longer than what I did.
Right.
But I can't say that I would still be doing it till today.
Man. How serious that is that you think people are not really noticing it?
Substance abuse treatment?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. A lot.
Yeah.
I think people recognize it, though. I don't think people are oblivious to it, especially when you talk about, like, fentanyl and, like, all of these things that are occurring with even the last couple of years. I don't think people are oblivious to it.
Yeah.
I think, if anything, if people are oblivious to, it's accepting that they have an issue and how to move forward.
Right.
Accepting is the hardest part.
Most of those victims, they're hard. They don't want to accept that. Huh?
Right. Yeah. I won't say I would call them victims. Right. I don't think people who go through things are victims.
Right.
I think it's about your mentality and your mindset. If you put in your head that you're a victim, then you're a victim.
You're a victim.
But,
I like that. I like that clarification right there. She did that, people.
I'm very good about, especially just like within the last few years of like the work that I've been doing, like very mindful as far as like language is one of the biggest things that we talk about.
Yeah.
So it's just being mindful of language.
Right.
And is language stigmatizing?
Right.
And does it push people into a box that they necessarily shouldn't be in?
Right.
If somebody wants to be a victim, that their prerogative. They can choose that definition.
They can choose that,
right?
Yeah.
But it's not for you and I to decide.
Right. This is very true, right? You feel with the paradigm shift we're in, you know, from because I think I saw something the other day where they said who decided to let Gen X off the hook or something like that.
Gen X is off the hook for what? What are they off the hook for? I don't know. I don't pay attention to stuff like that.
But just all the things that's going on now with the importance of inclusion and, you know, the different committees and identity and stuff like that. You think more people are taking that serious?
I think a lot of people are stuck in understanding what they want to understand.
I see.
And not open to anything else.
Right.
For me, at the end of the day, if somebody wants to identify as a purple hippo, that's your prerogative. That is your prerogative. And I'm not saying it to downplay like a community, but I'm just to put it in like layman's terms. Whatever you want to identify as, whether if it's a purple hippo, if it's a transgender woman, a transgender man, non-binary, like whatever, like that's your choice.
Yes.
Who am I to try to argue to say that that's not right or you're going to go to hell or whatever else that is put out in society. Yeah. Like if you want to have your beliefs on something, cool, have your beliefs, but who are you to pass those judgments onto people?
Yeah.
if you want to have your feelings about something, fine. But at the end of the day, you should still respect somebody and their belief of what they feel,
right,
and how they want to identify.
I like that. I like that. You guys hear that?
Thank you.
Just dropping a whole lot of mics today.
I mean, that's what I
What
do.
is happening? She's
Mighty G in the house.
Ooh. This is good. Now you do a lot of community engagement event when it comes to networking and awareness and stuff like that. When did you get in a headspace where you're like, you know what, that's important for me to do?
Depending on, so just as an overall general,
right?
I think I was kind of pushed into it, if you will. Like, I've always been like a nurturer, a carer for people, a giver, and things of that nature. Yeah. But it wasn't until I got into one of my positions when I worked with family health centers, actually, where I was the person who was helping people apply for Obamacare, the Affordable Care Act. And they were big on going out into the community, going into the homes of the residents, and helping them apply for affordable health coverage. And it kind of just kept going from there.
Wow.
But I'm a social butterfly, so connecting with people and going to things is not uncommon. So I just didn't realize you could get paid for it. So that worked out really well.
Yeah, so now you're aware and you're getting into that space now.
Oh yeah, heavy. Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
This is beautiful. Yeah. You still talk with mom?
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What does that look like now?
Mom right now, like bestie.
Yeah?
Yeah. There's some things personally I still don't talk with her about that she hates probably.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Wow.
Mom, you only get one.
This is true.
You only get one. And honestly, I've had so many friends, even within the last 48 months, last couple years, that have lost their moms. And I've seen like how much of an impact that has had, that it's just really pushed me. I'm not a perfect daughter by any means.
Right.
You know, I still have my personality and my sometimes short-temperedness or, you know, anything about the personality test. I'm a high I and a high D.
Are you?
So, yeah, I am. So sometimes I can be like very stubborn.
Yeah.
But yeah, Mom. I mean,
you cook for her sometimes.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. She was gone for a little over a month up north taking care of my aunt. She just got back. We missed Mother's Day with her, so we did kind of like this whole thing at the house. I ordered her freshly made cupcakes from a local baker.
Yeah.
Cooked her dinner.
What? Yeah. Still in Lehigh?
Yeah.
What? Okay.
Still in Lehigh.
No, I thought you would have made the transition over.
Me?
But Mom.
Oh no, Mom's a Lehigh girl through and through. I mean, once you're planted somewhere, especially when you think about the housing market years ago, what's the point in moving?
That's
you
where
paying
it's at.
less than my. Let's put it this way: her mortgage is less than my rent. Ain't no need to move. You still got enough space for everybody in the house. Ain't no need to move.
She good. So now you just go over there and chill.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh man, that is beautiful. So you had a space that you used to be in. Well, you're probably still in that space sometime. The poem rooms or the poem. What
GCL?
GCL, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That how many of those are, what do you call those individuals now? Man, now I can't even think of the word.
The artists or the people
the
who
artists,
put it
but you get a title when you're creative.
Okay.
Can't find the word, people. I cannot find the word. I don't know what happened.
I don't know.
It's okay.
Okay.
But
it'll come to you.
It will come to me. How many of those individuals got a chance to become friends with you?
Creatives? Oh my God. Performers? Like performers and a lot. Yeah. For sure. Half my Facebook is probably people that I've connected through the Gulf Coast leisure events.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
Because you got to think about creatives. When you think about a space like the events that Gulf Coast Leisure puts on, it's art, poetry, networking. I told you earlier, I'm a music girl.
Yeah.
Like people of the same, what is it? Birds of a feather flock together kind of thing.
Yeah.
So when you get around people like that and you vibe and you have the same energies and you guys have, you know, mutual interests and things like that, it's bound that you guys are going to become friends of some sort. So, yeah.
So, you know, you've been titled like as a woman that is not afraid to talk about anything.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, for listeners that are listening that are like, well, you know, I got this going on. I don't feel like I can heal by telling anyone. Do you agree with that?
I don't.
Ooh,
and it's just challenging a mindset, right? It's challenging a belief and a perception of what we believe. What we believe for ourselves isn't always a reality.
Right.
And I learned that the hard way, just for me personally. I mean, just talking about and thinking about the things that I've been through in my life. Like, I didn't get into fights when I was in the 5th and 6th grade because I wanted to. I got in fights because kids were mean and I was getting bullied and I had to defend myself, right? And so there's things from that time frame that carry through with a person. So regardless if you relate to that experience or you had a different experience that you were going through, that you've been scarred, if you will, from those situations, and you take those things with you throughout your life. And until you either heal from those things or change your perception on things, isn't until that's what it's going to take for your mindset to change, is once you shift your mindset around the things that have occurred to you, kind of going back to that not being a victim.
Right. So for the listeners that are listening right now, you're being very clear to letting them know you got to talk about it to address it.
Yeah. Or write about it. I mean, if you don't want to talk about it, cool, don't talk about it, but write about it. You have to release it somehow, because if you just keep it bottled within you, it's just going to fester, it's just going to grow, and it's just going to, things are going to keep piling on top of it until at one point you explode. And I mean, that was me at one point. Like, at one point, I didn't even want to be in my own company. I was mean, I was snappy, I was short, I was telling people off. Like,
what?
I wasn't a nice person because I was miserable inside because I had all this stuff that I was dealing with that I didn't talk about or I didn't write about, that I wasn't releasing. And that's the key, is just being able to release it. Even if you just want to go to the gym and work off the steam, boxing, whatever, just something that's going to release it. Like, at one point I started going to the gun range a lot just to let off steam.
Just shoot it out.
Yeah, listen, I've shot AKs, revolvers, like, yeah.
So you was angry for a little bit.
Oh,
man.
yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
What is that one adversity you felt like you were in a place where you in this adversity and your inner strength came out? What is that one that you feel like put you in that space?
You know what that one thing is. You know what that one thing is. I think that's why he has me on the show today, people. He just worked his way to get there. But funny enough, because you actually don't even know this, 7 years ago today.
7 years ago? No.
Yeah. 7 years ago today, I got a diagnosis that changed my life. Yeah. Crazy.
That
crazy
is
to think about. Yeah.
Today.
May 23rd, 2016. Wow. The day in my life totally changed.
Look at that right there. I didn't even know.
I know. That's why when you said Tuesday and we were setting this up, I'm like, hold on.
Yeah.
And I started looking at it, and I actually did a recording yesterday, and we were, talking about a similar message. Yeah. And I was like, actually, tomorrow. And I'm like, oh, snap, tomorrow. Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
7 years ago today.
Did you, because, like some people put people out there that have been diagnosed with that, and then they're like, man, I didn't know that person was, and all these because they just put out like a big list of celebrity and stuff like that, and but I think people need to know that it's not nothing to be scared of, right?
Absolutely.
But it's really how it's presented.
Right. And it's your belief on things. I mean, I had a couple conversations even within these last couple months. Yeah. And at the McCullum Hall reunion that they had, we were having conversations, and you know me, I talk about it. This is something that affects our community, and I'm sure the listeners are probably confused right now. We'll get there, don't worry.
We'll get there. We're gonna get there, guys.
Just stay with us. Yeah. But one thing that one of the guys said was, that this is something that has been used to weaponize us for so long, that is the issue, that within Black and brown communities, we don't want it to, and let's be clear, it affects everyone, regardless of race, gender, creed, whatever. Right. But within our specific communities, it has been weaponized to where we have this negative notation around it, and we don't want to know anything about it, to the point where we have loved ones who aren't willing to share their truths with us because of our negative beliefs around it. I've met mothers who don't tell their children that they have this, and their children don't have it because of advances, but mothers not telling their children because they're so ashamed and afraid what people are going to think, what people are going to say. And I've told people, the stigma is going to kill me much quicker than the actual disease will.
Right. You know, it's crazy when you say that because we were just seeing an interview where Magic Johnson was saying if he had fully understand, he would have continued playing until
Absolutely.
But because it the way it happened, and he was like, boom, he just announced, and then he had to retire and all this stuff. So this is beautiful that you get a chance to like help individual understand that, like, hey. That's beautiful right there.
And I mean, when you think about it, so clearly, you know, he dropped Magic Johnson at this point. I'm sure everybody probably knows what he's talking about. If you need it spelled out, we are referring to HIV. So in 2016, I was diagnosed as HIV positive. I have no idea what year Magic Johnson was, but it was somewhere in the 90s. It was in the 90s.
Yeah, it was in the 90s.
Yeah, it was in the 90s. You know, and just even considering from back then, and I think for Magic Johnson's situation, I just think there were so many other factors that played in.
Right.
I mean, even before we actually called it what it's known as today, it was called a gay man's disease. So when you have this tall black guy playing in the NBA, and now all of a sudden you're classifying him with something that is only targeted to gay individuals. Like, I think for him it was just so much more.
Right.
But even still today, people still have that notion. Even in the healthcare field, people are like, or doctors, medical professionals, like, oh, you're married. You don't need to worry about that.
Yeah. What?
But you're heterosexual. You don't need to worry about that. Huh? What? No. So we still have a lot of work to do when it comes from the education standpoint, for sure.
Yeah. You know, it wasn't until a couple of years back, one of my friends, because we had a resort, and he saw there was a doctor. But his husband was a doctor as well. Like, there was two dudes. And they're like, yo, they don't know what's going to happen. Like, bruv, you got to get educated on it, bruv. I'm sure they know. They doctors, right? So, you know. Yeah. But that was a wild conversation. I was rolling. I was like, bro, I think, you know, you educate yourself and you should be good.
Yeah.
So, now Dad is in Lehigh as well as Mom.
Yeah, Mom and Dad are still together.
Wow. Do they ever go back to Jersey to see
they
friends
haven't been
there?
back. No, not friends. No, family. Yeah. Together though, they haven't been back to Jersey in a while, just especially with like COVID and things. And then separately, they've gone just because of family situations. Yeah. So we've got an aunt right now that's not doing really well. She's on a battle with cancer. So Dad's been traveling up there because it's his sister. Right. He'll come back, and then Mom will travel so that somebody's not missing a whole bunch of work. And, you know, Bill's still got to get paid.
Yeah, so. So you went in the course, right? Did you ever go in the choir?
Oh, yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. In Catholic school, I sang with the church choir. I sang in high school choir. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
So you did the harmony. Yeah. You did some of that stuff. That is amazing. Yeah. But that was something that you never wanted to like pursue, like as a backup.
No, that's like my personal like therapy.
Yeah.
Like I would literally sing myself into crying. It's like a release for me.
Have you ever like just sing out a whole entire song in the choir in the shower?
I don't even need to get the whole song out. Yeah.
Yeah. You just hum the choruses. Wow. Yeah. What one nursery rhyme is your favorite nursery rhyme?
A nursery rhyme? Oh my god. I don't know. I grew up in Patterson, New Jersey. I'm Puerto Rican. I barely got sang nursery rhymes, let alone bedtime stories. I tell people I haven't even seen all the Disney movies, and they judge me hardcore for that. Yeah.
Did you see Little Mermaid, though?
Of course I saw Little Mermaid.
We would have to take the card if you didn't.
No, I saw the Little Mermaid.
Yeah, yes. There you go.
Little Mermaid, The Lion King, Beauty and the Beast. Like, I've seen, like, the mainstream ones, but then they start talking to me about these other ones, and I'm like,
no. It didn't happen.
No.
Man.
Again, I wasn't super girly growing up, so Disney movies weren't really like a thing for me. I mean, we have all the cassette tapes to this day in my mother's garage.
Yeah.
No VCR to play them on, but it's different.
You guys got rid of all the VCRs?
Apparently.
You still got the cassettes.
We were cleaning out the garage a couple weeks ago, and I'm like, what are we doing with all these? I'm like, it's bad enough my brother sold my Nintendo on me. Now I got all these movies I can't do nothing with.
Whoa. What you mean he sold your Nintendo?
Because apparently it wasn't mine, so he sold it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Made an executive decision.
He made an executive decision.
Didn't even call you or nothing.
No. I was highly upset.
Yeah.
Yeah. Highly upset.
Wow. So you how old were you when you stopped playing video games?
I think before I moved here, like right before I moved here.
Yeah?
Yeah, so probably 7th, 8th grade.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a young
So
age
13,
to start.
14.
I mean, I still play video games every now and then.
I know a lot of men that's video okay.
Yeah.
I mean, nothing wrong with playing video games. That was never really a thing for me.
Yeah.
Like, I enjoyed, like, Mario, Donkey Kong, like the duck shooting game, like a few of those. But I wasn't a big...
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't a big game player.
The duck shooting game is fun. I like that.
Yeah. We played Pokemon for a while. Like, we had, oh, God, the family. Everybody had Pokemon on their phone at one point.
Yeah.
And we would go to the gyms and we would swipe and we would battle and we had that going for a little while. But then I was like, I can't, like, being an entrepreneur, I'm like, if I'm investing this much time into something, it needs to be my business.
Right.
I can't be playing this much Pokemon.
Ooh, she's jumping another mic, people. Ooh, she just jumped another mic.
Listen.
Come on.
I appreciated it because, like, we would get out the house, we would get fresh air, we would get our steps in. Like, Pokemon was cool, especially, like, the modern day Pokemon, right?
Right.
But then you start thinking about how much time you're spending on it, and I'm like, I can't. No.
This have just consumed 8 hours of my day.
Listen, easy.
Easy.
Yeah. And then you go downtown where they got all the gyms, and it's like, oh, okay, we're hungry. Let's go get something to eat. And then we just another 4 hours walking, swiping,
my goodness,
battling. I'm like, yeah.
What happened?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm like, next thing you know, the whole day.
Yeah.
And then they had those community days, so we go to Lake Park. Oh my God, yeah. Yeah, it was the whole thing.
Like, we doing community day today.
Yes. Yeah,
8 hours.
We definitely did.
8 hours
especially
strong.
If it was Squirtle or something. Yeah, we definitely did. Yeah, we definitely did. Yes, we definitely did.
That is amazing. Now, you still work with Boys and Girls Club youths, or you have different youths now that you work with?
So I'm not working with youth directly at this point. I actually officially stepped down from an extended term for the Youth Services Coalition. I was only supposed to do it for 2 terms. I ended up doing it for 3 just because of, like, with COVID and stuff. So I officially stepped down from that. I still do, like, education with youth, but as far as, like, one-on-one mentoring or group mentoring, I do not do.
Oh, okay.
Not right now.
You hover over all that now. You're big with.
I wouldn't say that, no, because I stepped down from the presidency, so I don't really...
Oh, you did?
Yeah. Yes, I just said that. Make sure your ears are open, because Cornell's clearly aren't.
No, I'm thinking you stepped down from something else.
No, I stepped down from the Youth Services Coalition, so I'm not president anymore. I'm still connected to them. Like, I'll always be connected to them. Okay. But I'm not president anymore. I don't sit on their board anymore.
Okay, I see. So that's, like, done.
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I still do education from my perspective of what I do in my business.
Right.
But as far as, like, putting on the youth events and things like that, I'm not directly involved with any
now.
Of that right now.
So going into that space now, what make you wanted to go into business for yourself in that space?
I just got tired of working and giving back on the wants or needs of somebody else, like of what they wanted it to look like.
Right.
And at the end of the day, I mean, how often do you find a traditional job setting where you're actually valued, where you're actually appreciated, where your opinion actually matters?
Right.
Especially for me and all of the, like, creative ideas that I have and stuff like that. And I was just like, yeah, I can't do this anymore. And when I finally... So the last job that I officially had was at a law firm. Okay. And when I finally decided to stop being the yes girl is when I started having all of these problems.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, yeah, I can't do this anymore. So
they're making you bring them coffee, huh?
No, they didn't do that, but they had me working, like, 3 case files. So, like, every person, had a certain number of cases that they would work. Right. And then somebody would get fired or somebody would quit because they got tired of whatever was going on in the office. And they'd be like, oh, Marissa, we need you to take over this caseload. So I got my caseload of between 50 and 80 files, and now you want me to take over an additional 50 to 80 files.
Oh, man.
And, I mean, don't get me wrong, I got overtime, which was cool, but then you're getting tired, you're getting burned out, you're not being able to do the things that you enjoy, you're not enjoying the fruits of your labors. Yeah. So I was just like, I can't do this anymore.
Man. Now, in the music world, a lot of girls been going crazy about Beyonce. How did you feel about Beyonce?
She's cool.
Yeah?
She's cool.
She's cool.
I've never really fangirled people.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, I can appreciate her talent. I can appreciate her vocals, like what she does.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not like Google Gaga. Like,
Okay.
I mean, I've been to her concerts.
Yeah.
She's a dope performer. Yeah. She's a dope performer.
Who is your favorite performer?
My favorite performer? I don't know.
Ooh, you got a few of them, huh?
I don't really go based off performance. I'm a vocal person.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So performance,
Ooh.
I feel like is like a whole show, right?
So vocal.
Vocal for me was always Alicia Keys.
Oh, okay. Does Lizzo make it in that category?
I like Lizzo. Lizzo's dope. Yeah,
Okay.
I like Lizzo, especially everything that Lizzo stands for and like her personality. Like, that's my dog. She don't know she's my friend, but she's my friend.
You hear that, Lizzo? You is her friend.
Yes.
And
Lizzo
you
is
don't
my
even
friend.
have to
Yes.
call her by her government name.
You don't have to, no.
Puerto Rican juice.
Oh, stop it! No, don't do that.
I had to do it,
I mean,
people.
she would appreciate that.
She
though.
would
definitely
appreciate
would appreciate that.
that.
Yeah,
She
Lizzo
would
would like that.
You know, I had to just throw it in
Of
there
course
one
you did.
more time.
The boys
again.
needed to hear it, I'm sure.
The boys needed to hear it. They're so excited right now. They're like, yo! Oh, this is beautiful. So you taking a break for a little bit. What does it look like when you say, you know what, okay, break time is up? What does that look like, stepping back into the ring?
As far as just like the youth stuff, you mean? Because I haven't taken a break on anything. I mean, breaks don't really exist in my life. I run 3 businesses. The youth stuff was was all volunteer stuff.
Okay.
And it just got to a point where I had to really make decisions for my future.
Right.
So like I even had to tell the group, like, this isn't me like no longer being a part of you guys, no longer supporting.
Right.
I've given almost 10 years of my life to this coalition.
Wow.
6 years as president.
Yeah.
Like I've given so much of myself to other people that it's time for me to kind of start building my own thing.
Right.
So it doesn't mean, you know, I might be behind the scenes right now.
Right.
Doesn't mean just because I'm not visible doesn't mean I'm not supported.
I like that. Now, if anyone want to find you, what does that look like?
Social media. I've got a website, MadiGSolutions.com.
MadiGSolutions.com.
Yes. My Instagram, my TikTok, everything except for Facebook is under Madi G Solutions. Technically, I have a Madi G Solutions on Facebook, but I'm a person that believes in you're going to get all of it, right? So if you want to do business with me, you're going to, you're going to know. And I don't live like a crazy, crazy lifestyle, right? So, but you're going to see it all. Like if I'm out at a lunch, if I'm hanging with the dog, if I'm on site for a solar deal, like you're going to see it all on my personal page. So I've got the business page, but I don't really use it.
Oh, you don't really use it?
Not really, no. I got to get better at it. So I keep being told I got to get better at it, but I think I do good with my personal page.
Now, for a lot of young ladies that are possibly listening that is lacking self-confidence, what would you say to them?
I would tell them to figure out where it stems from first. Like, why do they feel like they're not beautiful or not this or not that? And screw what you see in the media. If you have somebody talking down to you, respectfully screw them too. At the end of the day, you have to be an advocate for yourself and believe in your beauty and your worth. And it all starts with your belief.
Wow, that's beautiful right there. You're a rock star.
Oh, thanks.
So proud of you.
Thank you.
Listen, guys, there you have it. We just created a whole lot of story with none other than, I'm not going to say it. Oh, no, I was lying. I'm saying Puerto Rican Juicy. This was beautiful. I want to thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Love you, my sister.
Yes, my friend.
All the time. It's a beautiful thing. Guys, until we talk again on the next show, it was beautiful.
Thanks for tuning in and downloading this episode of Stories to Create. We appreciate you being part of this growing community of storytellers and listeners. If today's conversation inspired you, please share the show with friends, family, or anyone who could use a little motivation in their journey. A special thank you to our sponsors, EHAS Organization, Cornell Bunting LLC, and Nostril Cheese Chase for supporting the mission and making this podcast possible. To learn more about our work, upcoming projects, and how you can get involved, be sure to visit www.hissincorg and www.cornellbunting.com. Until next time, keep creating, keep growing, and remember, your story has power.